right, Yuri, Tara, congratulations being here at MultiCon. I mean, this is such a good event to help out the victims of the wildfires. I mean, how does it feel for being here today?
I think it always feels good to be able to help. We don't always know what we can do to help, so when an opportunity like this presents itself, it's great.
Yeah, because there's always going to be ups and downs in life, and so when you get the chance to do something about it, it makes you feel better, but it also is so great because it supports the communities that need it the most.
Now, lots of fans are already here at MultiCon, and I understand that you are participating in the panel. Which is it? It's like a animation voice acting panel today?
Yeah, voice acting panel. We're with, I think, Seth Green and Isaac Robinson.
Yeah.
We're just going to talk about, how to create characters in that universe, and maybe talk about some of the characters we've played.
I was going to say, both of you have been, voicing characters for years, decades. I mean, I
It's true, actually.
Is it decades?
It is decades.
It sounds funny saying it out loud, but yep.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, I think I remember you guys being at Comic-Cons back in the 90s or something like that, right? Is it 90s?
That far
But the
back?
2000s.
The
definitely.
2000s?
Early
Yeah,
2000s was when we started.
We didn't move out to
so
LA until
professionally,
2001.
Oh, there we go. See,
Yeah.
now I'm aging myself. I've been at Comic-Con since in the 90s. But tell us about the enjoyment of this career.
Oh, I mean, getting to bring a character to life and getting to see the impact that character and that story has on someone else separate from your own experience is so exciting. And also, I mean, there have been characters like Naruto, for example, that we have been bringing to life for 20 years. I mean, that's practically unheard of for on-camera work because you do a movie or you do a TV show and then it sort of culminates. But the fact that we were able to do Naruto and we're still recording Naruto, the extension Boruto, but that's exciting.
Yeah, and to go to conventions and actually connect with the people who appreciate that stuff is huge. And for us to, we've gotten to play a lot, a variety of characters that we would not have gotten to play if we were, if we just stuck to, on-camera stuff. So voice acting has been very empowering as an actor. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think the last time I spoke to you, both of you, was for your comic book. How is that going?
Oh, it's going great. People are really, really loving it. Thank you. And
Go ahead, pitch it.
Right.
Literally, we're actually working with a team of people right now to get it together so that we can pitch it. It's a really fun steampunk action adventure.
It's like female steampunk Indiana Jones would be the elevator pitch.
It's super fun.
Yeah.
Super fun.
We're trying to put it together a lot. Strangely enough, the comic came out and people are like, well, why don't you do an animated series? And we sort of looked at each other, we're like, why don't we do an animated series?
Which is silly, given what we do.
So we're trying to put it together that way right now.
Now, as voice actors, do you ever miss on-camera moments, being in front of the camera rather than voicing behind the camera? Because I want to say, like, my first experience with Tara was actually in a film that somehow I came across that has a scarecrow that was...
Yeah. That was a million years ago.
A million years ago.
Yeah, 1 million years ago. I absolutely miss being in front of the camera. I think it fuels a different part of yourself because when you're in a costume on a set with the other actors, you get a different experience as the performer. But when you're in a booth by yourself, creating the whole conversation in your mind so you can respond accurately, you're using a different part. It's all imagination, it's all creativity, it's all acting. It's just how you go about doing it. And I think it's probably one of the reasons that we do have our own production company so that we can still sort of scratch that itch when we're not working for someone else. It's much harder to produce your own animation, which is why we're having a little tricky time with Topsy, but we are working on it. But it's one of the reasons that we do our feature films and we do our web series because we do still like being in front of the camera doing the work that way.
And in a fun turn, because of the way video games have gone, we do find ourselves basically on set shooting films for games like Spider-Man.
Yeah, but missing the costumes.
But
some of the props.
We all wear exactly the same costume, which is a skin-tight suit with reflective balls on it.
We look very goofy.
But it's sort of a hybrid between doing a play. We both started in theater, doing a play and doing a film, but also a video game. It's all
exciting.
One day they'll all be the same thing.
Yeah.
Well said. One last thing. How do you appreciate the fans that keep on coming to see you and hear you speak, year after year at Comic-Cons or even events like this?
I mean, it's like breathtaking in a way. The fact that they care so much and that they're so supportive and that they keep showing up it's wildly, like, amazing.
It's surprising to me. Like, I
Yeah.
never thought, which is funny because I grew up going to conventions myself, so I get it, but I just never thought that people, could care as much, and I love that, because
it's surprising,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like it's this idea of like, wait, you remember me? Like
Yeah.
there's just something sort of funny about that.
Yeah.
In a very kind way.
Yeah, but I love I love connecting with fans because I also remember a time that I was on the other side of the table from that. So yeah, it's awesome.
Well, thank you for caring to be here at MultiCon, and thank you for supporting everybody. So
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
All right.
Thank you.
Great chatting.
Yeah, thank you for bringing up the